much of our country, enjoy yourself while you're here, have a really good time, and look after the country, and the country will look after you.
Hi, I'm Gail Whiteford and I'm the Pro-Vice Chancellor for Social Inclusion at Macquarie University.
Hi, I'm Associate Professor Joanne Jamie. I'm a chemist. I'm also the co-director of the Indigenous Science Education program.
And I'm Associate Professor Subramaniam Vemulpan. I'm a medical microbiologist with interests in demystifying science amongst various other things.
I'm Dr. Ian Jamie. I'm from the Department of Chemistry and Biomolecular Sciences at Macquarie University, and I'm one of the co-directors of the Indigenous Science Education project.
The Indigenous Science Education program actually came about from Subra's and my bush medicines work. In October of 2004, we met up with Aboriginal members from Yagal and Bundjalung country in northern New South Wales to discuss ways that we could work together in partnership and particularly look at best ethical practice to help ensure that we gave back to the community upon looking at their bush medicines.
The Indigenous Science Education program, or ISEP, is a university-based program run out of Macquarie University, but in collaboration with high school staff and Aboriginal communities. Its major aims are to increase the level of engagement with science of rural and regional communities, and particularly Indigenous youth, and to promote continuing involvement in science through secondary and tertiary education.
So this is a consortium that includes local Aboriginal communities from around Australia, science outreach organisations and educational organisations. Then more recently, we've now extended this nationally.
My name's Jo Packer. I started my involvement with the ISEP project as part of my PhD studies on bush medicine, and that's obviously expanded with working alongside communities into more of the educational aspects of things.
My name's Dave Harrington. I'm the project coordinator with the NISEP group. My role is really to coordinate and develop relationships with the elders and with Aboriginal communities we're working with, to then design and implement the type of strategies and education activities we are running, and to deliver those activities with youth and elders. NISEP activities build on a base that we've been developing with some core partner communities over a number of years, and they mainly fit into three categories. We deliver education activities at schools where we train youth to be teachers for the day, to present a range of different science practicals.
This is where we have the biological activities of the science education program, and we can
Come and have a look.
You see this growing at the edge of the rainforest down there. It's one of the ones you can actually just eat straight off the tree.
So these two plates here, you can see there's lots of different colours and shapes and sizes. That's all the different types of microorganisms.
that's why we come here every year to help the children. Can you see that?
It's kind of a bit of chaos, but fun chaos.
Well, this today is about just showing the fun of science to the Maclean High School kids and having our wonderful student leaders showing the activities to the Year 7 kids. So it's just to both show science and have a bit of fun and give some really nice leadership skills to students here at Maclean.
We also run engagement activities in country with the communities and with Indigenous people. And the River of Learning at Maclean High School is a perfect example of this, where the elders take Year 7 kids on a cultural and scientific excursion.
What exactly do they do on the tours with the elders?
Basically the elders run. Uncle Ron runs most of it. He talks to the students, shows them artefacts, shows them the fish traps around Broom's Head. There's also some of the food. It's brilliant that just getting that first-hand knowledge for the kids rather than just reading about it or a teacher showing them a video or something like that. It's the first-hand knowledge from the elders, which is absolutely brilliant.
We need to learn from our elders and listen to them and hear what they have to say.
Yeah, Mum told me about this stuff.
It represents a time when there is communication of ideas and cultures between everyone in our community.
Getting to learn the sports that they used to do and stuff. Because today's really significant in the way we get to hear about our elders' experiences. And for me, the River of Learning actually kind of represents us learning from our elders as well as education. What do you think this signifies in terms of the Yagle community and Macquarie coming together?
To me personally, it signifies the knowledge from the elders that has been passed down to us, and we now in turn are passing on to the children.
Did you have anything special in the Yagle, like special plants or insects?
Yes, we did. We had bush medicines, so we'd use it for medicinal purposes, for wounds and that.
Yep.
Here with Auntie Deb. Auntie Deb, what do you like about today?
Everything. The unity from parents, the Aboriginal community and the staff of Maclean High along with Macquarie Uni.
And the third main string to our boat is bringing kids from the country and from Indigenous communities to Sydney to engage in science camps where they spend time on the university campus and at Sydney Olympic Park, learning about environmental science and other scientific concepts, developing relationships with kids and elders from different areas.
So what we basically did was almost demystifying science and higher education for these Indigenous children, and actually be trained to be able to demonstrate the activity, so that builds their confidence.
Okay, Tom, I'm Auntie Lenore, and I was very impressed with the questions that you were asking me, but also sort of like the things that you showed me about that hibiscus, planting into that knot.
Yep. When I was little, my dad passed away, so I didn't learn much about the Aboriginal culture, and I didn't have much interaction with them when I was older. But until I came to school and I met a lot of friends and Indigenous people, and I actually got really intrigued with it. I found out that I was Indigenous where I came from, and it's been good. So I've decided to help out Indigenous communities and stuff like that.
You notice, for starters, a different expectation for Aboriginal students, especially when they see them in the leadership roles that Macquarie fosters here at the school, in terms of the science week activities with the students being taught as demonstrators, and then being able to speak to their peers, to elders and to the staff on a different level.
So with Macquarie Uni coming up here, the best part of the world, okay, to interact and show the students what there is out there, I think that has improved the students' confidence as well as the communities.
It's a very unique relationship, and it's a very excellent relationship, very supportive relationship.
You could see the kids themselves, the ones who were presenting, they showed their confidence was kind of built up after that. So,
if I was to put my finger on one of the things that I'm most proud of at this school, from just from being a member of the school, I would say it is our relationship with our Aboriginal community.
I'd like to see how our name sort of carries on, with the learning what we have, and teach our younger ones.
Seeing kids that are a little bit disenfranchised with school and classes, taking a leadership role and teaching all other kids about why this reaction works and why this happens, and they get there's a bit of a glint in their eye about how chuffed they are with being able to do that.
They're just blown away with the things what the students, the staff and what Macquarie Uni's doing with it.
You see how many Aboriginal elders and Aboriginal members of the public come into the school, particularly on our River of Learning Days. I think it does a whole lot for Aboriginal kids and non-Aboriginal kids. The non-Aboriginal kids get a better understanding of Aboriginal culture, and the Aboriginal kids get I'm sure that they're learning some things too, but they're also puffing their chest out a little bit more because they're saying, well, this is our information, this is our culture. So I think with the partnership between us and Macquarie University, I think it's undoubtedly the driving force behind the relationship that we have with our communities.
And having that connection with real scientists, rather than just reading something out of a book, they get to sit and talk to the real scientists, has been enormous.
It's been a great experience, not only learning from the elders and their bush medicines, but also working with Indigenous and non-Indigenous kids and seeing their engagement in hands-on activities and seeing the students consider tertiary education as an option.
In terms of Maclean High School, there has been a dramatic change in the number of students that have completed their high school studies, and the youth are so much more believing in themselves now. They now know that they can achieve.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a story about partnership, it's a story about collaboration, and I think you'll find it a winner to watch.